Sagittarius, something miraculous is on the horizon, and when it arrives, you may not even believe your eyes. Yet the signs have been there all along, waiting for you to slow down enough to see them. If you've landed here today, know this: it's not random. It's not just a scroll. It's a calling, a gentle nudge from the divine whispering that this message is yours. What you're about to hear may shift something deep within you, because this isn't just another horoscope reading. It's a spiritual alignment, a return to faith, and a sacred appointment between you and the energy of this moment. This season is bringing you an unexpected wave of abundance, but not just financially. We're talking about the kind of richness that multiplies your freedom, renews your optimism, and reconnects you to your higher truth. Abundance multiplied by 10. Divine expansion is near, and what you thought you missed out on is not only returning, it's returning redeemed, restored, and realigned. This is your sign to stop aiming in the dark and start receiving. The cards have spoken. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, and the Sun, all converging to confirm that the arrows of intention you shot into the universe in hope and in secret are finally hitting their mark. You've been nurturing a vision, a journey, a philosophy, a bold new path, and the spiritual labor is complete. The harvest is already on its way, and yet you'll still find yourself asking, could this really be for me? That hesitation isn't disbelief. It's the final veil lifting. Because when a blessing this big arrives, it humbles you. And I know you, Sagittarius. You've masked your pain with humor. You've run when you wanted to stay, and you've kept your fire burning, even when the winds of life try to blow it out. But heaven saw, and the universe remembers, and now it's time. So, as we journey through this reading together, from the whispers of the past to the clarion call of what's next, I want to ask you, can you feel it rising, that warmth in your spirit, that subtle shift in your energy, as if your soul already knows what's about to be said? This is no coincidence. Let this be our sacred circle for the next few minutes. Let the words that flow here enter not just your mind, but your spirit. Because the message coming through today is not only powerful, it's personal. And before we go further, allow me to pause and offer something from my heart to yours. Thank you. Thank you for being here, for every like, every comment, every share, and every moment of presence that links you to this community. Cosmic Treasure was born from a longing to bring light into a noisy world, and your presence here fuels that mission. So truly thank you, and trust me, Sagittarius, you will want to stay with me until the very last moment of this message, because what the universe is revealing today is nothing short of extraordinary. Tell me, what do you hear today? Was it a whisper, a dream, a pull in your chest you couldn't explain? Whatever it was, lean in. And if you feel this message already stirring something within you, I invite you to affirm your energy in the comments. Let me know you're ready. Let's set this in motion together. Now take a deep breath, let your heart open, and let's begin. Sagittarius, what you're feeling right now may not have words, but it has momentum. And that's exactly where we begin in the vibration of impending movement. This moment in your journey astrologically and spiritually carries the pulse of divine timing as Jupiter, your ruling planet, lights up your sector of expansion and higher purpose. You are being asked not just to seek the truth, but to live it. Meanwhile, the cosmic currents are whispering that true freedom begins not in running away, but in standing firm in your authenticity. This alignment isn't ordinary. It is cosmic orchestration. You're not just stepping into more. You're stepping into your power, into the version of you that no longer needs to over-explain, apologize, or shrink to fit into small spaces. The cards pulled in this reading, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, and the Sun, echo this shift with a kind of radiant resonance. The Wheel of Fortune reminds you that destiny is turning in your favor. The cycles of struggle are ending, and a cycle of luck is beginning. It is the promise that change is the only constant, and this change is bringing you upward. The Page of Wands brings a spark of inspiration, a message of passion or a new creative venture that demands your attention. It is the fire in your belly reignited. And then there is the Sun, the most positive card in the deck, promising clarity, joy, and vitality. It reminds you that after the confusion, After the long night of the soul, the dawn is inevitable. It's not about ignoring the shadows. It's about shining so brightly that the shadows have nowhere to hide. When these three cards come together, they form a trident of illumination. They are not here to entertain, they are here to anoint, to mark a threshold in your life where you stop searching for the destination and realize that you are the path. This right now is your portal of possibility, a moment that exists outside of linear time, a crack in the ordinary where the extraordinary can slip through. You don't have to force the door open, it's already ajar. All you have to do is say yes, not loud performative, yes, but the kind that settles deep in your spirit and says, I'm open. And isn't that what faith really is? Not the absence of questions, but the decision to trust the journey anyway. You've carried the weight of the world's expectations long enough. You survived the wilderness of uncertainty. Now, it's time to allow, to receive, to believe that you don't have to chase what is already hunting you down. If your heart feels even a flicker of resonance right now, if your spirit feels like it's expanding, let that be your sign. Share your yes in the comments. Let me know you're with me on this. You're not watching this by accident. You're exactly where you're meant to be in perfect time, in sacred unfolding. Sagittarius, abundance doesn't always arrive with a winning lottery ticket. Sometimes it comes and whispers in the form of an opportunity that feels like play, a connection that feels like destiny, or a sudden clarity on a problem that has plagued you for years. This is the kind of prosperity you're entering now. Expansive, liberating, and perfectly aligned with your soul's blueprint. The stars align in your favor, and what once felt blocked now begins to flow. Jupiter's touch illuminates not just your bank account, but your entire philosophy of worth. Not what you earn, but what you believe is possible for you. That difference matters because we don't attract abundance through hard work alone. We attract it through vibration, through the moment we stop asking, is this possible? And start embodying it is done. The law of attraction responds to your dominant vibration, which for you, Sagittarius, is joy and gratitude. This month's energy isn't about grinding, it's about aiming. The moment you release your attachments to the how, the what begins to show up. Your optimism, whether loud or quiet, has been seen. It has been recorded in the sacred ledger of cause and resonance in numerology. The number 3 pulses through this season for you like a cosmic heartbeat. It is the number of creativity, communication, and growth. Look for the numbers 3, 12, and 21. You'll feel a sort of clarity in your decision-making on these dates. Doors that seemed locked may open without resistance. These are golden windows. If there's a trip you've hesitated to book, a course you've wanted to take, or a risk you've wanted to handle, let those days be your allies. Energy is fluid, but timing is sacred. And this timing is no accident. Colors carry frequency too. Royal purple and deep indigo synchronize with your intuition and wisdom chakras. They ask you to trust your inner guide, your inner guru. Wear these colors, meditate with them, visualize them surrounding you like a cloak of wisdom. And if you want to truly shift your energetic field, don't start by demanding more. Start by celebrating the adventure of now. The practice of gratitude is not just a nice idea, it is the fuel for your fire. Write down 3 adventures, big or small, that you are grateful for. That act alone resets your frequency from lack to limitless. You're not stepping into prosperity because you finally worked hard enough. You're stepping into it because you finally aligned with your own expansive nature. Sagittarius, love has always been an adventure for you, one that reflects your desire for freedom and your need for a co-pilot who understands your wild heart. In this particular season of your life, the energy of love is not merely romantic, it's liberating. It's about finding a connection that doesn't clip your wings, but teaches you how to fly in formation. Whether the path ahead leads to someone from your past or a soul connection entirely new, what's unfolding is bigger than just a relationship. It's about partnership in the truest sense. Astrologically, this wave of connection is supported by planetary movements that harmonize with your chart, softening your fear of commitment and warming the places where you've built walls to protect your independence. And when that warmth touches your heart, It begins to melt the defenses where skepticism once made a home. This isn't the same kind of love you've known before, not the kind that demands you shrink to fit. This is the kind of love that expands when you are fully yourself. If someone from your past reappears now, it may not be to repeat a lesson, but to reveal how much you have outgrown the old dynamic. Time has ripened you. Experiences have widened your perspective. And maybe, just maybe, the second chapter, if you choose to open it, can be written not from the restlessness of the past, but from the wisdom you've earned. You no longer need to run to feel free. There is space now. There is room for two whole people to exist without losing themselves. And if someone new is stepping into your field, they arrive not as an anchor, but as a sail, a reflection of the joy you've begun to cultivate in your own life. This person may not be perfect, but their spirit will feel familiar, safe, and exciting in a way your soul understands before your mind catches up. It's not the drama that will move you this time. It's the laughter, the shared vision, the conversation that lasts for hours and asks for nothing but your authentic truth. In all of this, what you're being called to embrace is not the fantasy of being saved, but the practice of being seen. The unlearning of the belief that love is a cage, the rebuilding of trust not just in others, but in your own judgment. Your heart is not wandering, it's arriving. Your past was not a mistake, it was a map. Your longing is not a weakness, it's proof that your soul remembers the high vibration of love it is meant to experience. The temptation is often to joke it away or to keep things surface level, but I invite you instead to anchor, to listen, to stay. You're not who you were the last time you opened your heart. That version of you was seeking. This version of you is knowing. And so if someone new smiles at you, if a message arrives, if your chest begins to flutter with that familiar excitement, don't brush it off. Breathe into it. Feel it fully. Let love arrive on its own timing and receive it with the adventure it deserves. Because love for you now is not a trap. It's the greatest journey of all. There are moments on the spiritual path when the universe brings back a face from the past, not to reopen old wounds, but to reveal how far you've come. Sagittarius, this chapter isn't about looking back in regret. It's about looking back to see your own growth. It may feel sudden, the text, the run-in, the name popping up on a screen, but what appears random is in truth divine calibration. This is not a trap. This is a checkpoint. And this time, you don't stumble, you stand tall. This is the quiet test of your upgraded intuition. The version of you who no longer chases people who don't understand your language, that part of you, the one that needed to convince others of your worth, has dissolved. What remains is your truth, blunt, beautiful, and unwavering. Now you don't need them to apologize to validate your experience. You already know their absence carved space for the version of you who values peace over drama. When someone from the past returns, it's not to rewrite history. It's to confirm your present. You don't need to prove anything, Sagittarius. Your growth doesn't require an audience. Still, the universe may ask, will you stay grounded in your joy even when the past tries to lower your vibration? And your answer can be as simple as a pause, a smile, and the choice to keep moving forward. This isn't arrogance, it's self-preservation. Let this encounter, if and when it comes, remind you that you've passed through the fire and emerged wiser, not bitter, more open, not more guarded. And when you can meet the past with grace, but no attachment, you've already won. Silence in this case becomes a blessing. It is your boundary. It is your answer. So if the past knocks on your door this month, let your energy answer first. Let your happiness speak louder than any explanation. And if you feel yourself hesitating, unsure of what to do, simply breathe. Remember that the arrow only moves forward. What's ahead of you shines far brighter than what's behind. There is a quiet turning point in every journey, a moment when the striving slows, the questions soften, and something inside finally exhales. Sagittarius, that moment is now. You've walked through seasons of restlessness, sought answers in far-off places, and shown resilience in ways even you didn't fully recognize. But this season is different. This is no longer about searching. It's about finding. Not because you've stopped moving, but because you've realized the destination is within you. Energetically, this time holds a frequency of deep clarity for you, like the view from a mountaintop after a long climb. And in this stillness, there is a whisper reminding you that you are supported. The universe is not playing hide and seek with you. It is waiting for you to stop running so it can catch you in your body. This readiness is activated through movement and grounding. You are a fire sign. You need to burn off the excess energy to find your calm. Walk, run, dance, stretch your hips and thighs, the parts of the body ruled by your sign. Let the word trust guide your focus, not as a blind leap, but as a knowing stance. This anchors your nervous system and signals safety to your spirit. Nutrition also plays a role. Choose foods that fuel your fire without burning you out. Warm spices, vibrant citrus, hydrating waters. These are more than ingredients. They are energetic allies. And when the restlessness creeps in, as it sometimes does for a seeker like you, turn to wisdom, read, write, or simply gaze at the sky. A single thought will do. I am exactly where I need to be. Let this become a mantra. Abundance this month isn't just about money. It's about vision. It's the kind of prosperity that aligns with your purpose. When you stop worrying about the details, the big picture snaps into focus. That's when the doors open. The emails come. The people show up, not because you forced it, but because you became the kind of person who was ready for it. Sagittarius, you have traveled far enough. You are enough. Let this season usher in the most powerful thing of all, alignment. If you feel that soft stirring inside, don't ignore it. Follow it. That's the whisper of the divine. That's the beginning of your next great adventure. Sagittarius, if your heart is still here with me now, know this moment was made for you. The universe is never late, and neither is your miracle. Everything you've walked through, the lonely roads, the misunderstood intentions, the arrows that missed the mark, has been preparing you for this bullseye. You may not have understood it while you were in it, but nothing has been wasted. This is your time to trust that what's coming isn't random. It's right on time. You don't need to chase, you only need to aim your heart at what you truly want. Because what's arriving for you in this season isn't just abundance, it's a legacy, not just love. It's a partnership of souls, not just opportunity. It's destiny. You will witness things you once only dreamed of. You may even find yourself saying, I can't believe this is my life. But it is, and it's happening for you because you kept believing in the light even when the world went dark. Now, Sagittarius, the only thing asked of you is to receive, to say yes with your spirit, to stop bracing for the other shoe to drop and start preparing for the blessings to rain down. Let the walls down, let the light in. Let yourself imagine a life where your wildest dreams are the baseline. I want you to take this message and make it yours. Let it live in your bones. Begin with one small act of devotion to yourself today. Maybe it's planning that trip. Maybe it's speaking your truth. Maybe it's simply breathing in the word freedom. Let that be your medicine. So now let me ask you this. What if you stopped asking if it will happen, and instead started affirming that it is happening? Are you willing to meet your miracle halfway? If this message spoke to something inside you, if your spirit whispered yes, let me know. Share in the comments. I am ready to receive my cosmic treasure. Let those words be your commitment. Let your energy ripple out and align with all that is waiting to pour into your life. And if this video supports you today, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need it. Because here at Cosmic Treasure, we do more than read cards. We heal, we awaken, and we rise into the light together. Remember this. You were never lost. You were just exploring, and now Sagittarius, your home. Your miracle is closer than you think. And you are more powerful than you've ever known.